The weave is broken. Those of might and magic are falling. Factions fly to fill the vacuum of power as the spell plague brings destruction across the Forgotten Realms. Two heroes meet in the abandoned ruins of the Sword Coast town of Leylon. Women skilled in sword and sorcery, upon whose shoulders rest the fate of the entire Forgotten Realms.
Wait. Is he talking about us?
I sure hope not, because that sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Oh, gods. Hello and welcome to Best Left Forgotten, the deliberately uncanon and unofficial D&D actual play podcast. My name is Nathan Quadrio and I'm your Dungeon Master.
My name is Miriam Feats, and I play Clarrybelle Trollbleeder, the Dwarven Barbarian.
My name is Jess Wolfendale and I play Flick Goldkind, the Gnome Druid.
And welcome to Season 2. What?
Yeah!
So in the break, our wonderful characters have leveled up to level 4. Anything exciting happened?
More spells.
I got some spicy constitution points.
She's a hardy lass.
I'm a big, beefy gal.
Heck yeah.
And we've also had a couple of weeks, 10 days, which in the Forgotten Realms is actually 1 week, a 10-day of downtime. The system that we're using for downtime is every half a day is 1 unit to avoid going, well, let's see how much I can squeeze into 1 day, which is something that I have done quite a lot as a player because Miriam has DM'd for me. So just so we can make sure it's nice and neat. Clarrybelle, would you like to tell me what you've done during your downtime?
So I spent sort of 1 unit of my downtime writing home to Daisy, a very sweet little letter. I have also spent a good amount of my downtime doing some investigating and some research. I think we've aligned ourselves with a lot of people that we just don't know anything about. So I'm spending 3 units investigating the Lord's Alliance, who we've just been offered a membership to, 2 units investigating the Emerald Enclave, who we are going to see, and 2 units investigating the strange bond that Flick and I got with the weird Batman.
Cast your minds back to that eldritch god we made a pact with in session 1.
Yeah, looking back in my notes, it just says Batlord.
Yeah. And then we're also going to travel. And while we're traveling, Clarrybelle knows that there was perhaps some tension and some disagreements between her and Flick. So she's knitting a little hat as a gift to maybe try and ease some of the strenuous disagreements that occurred between the 2 friends.
Fabulous.
That's adorable.
Flick, tell me about your couple of weeks.
I also wrote a letter home. It was not as sweet. It was very short and to the point about where I've been and where I'm going. I got a box for my orb so that I didn't have to look at it anymore for a little bit.
A locked box.
A locked box for a blue orb. I spent some time learning some proficiency.
Just a locked box for a blue orb. And I'm like, is that a tongue twister?
No.
Is that like a weird indie band name?
Yes.
It could be. It is our band that we are starting.
Locked Box Blue
Acapella
Orb.
girls group.
Locked box blue orb.
I spent some time picking up proficiency with a herbalism kit because we did not use a single health potion in season 1, and we discovered had not made a single dollar, a single gold piece in season 1 either. So maybe we can fix both of those things going into season 2 and lose less friends. And then I used 2 units, so 1 full day of a mental health forest frolic.
Fantastic. Let's jump right in. Having sorted out your business in Fandalen, spent some time doing the various tasks, researching, collecting information, and grieving the loss of your friends, finally having some time to think about the loss of Dominic Drumwillow and the more recent passing of Sildar Hallwinter. You have now travelled northward to follow up a lead that you had about the Emerald Enclave in Neverwinter Wood. You're not entirely sure where you're supposed to meet, but you travel up the high road and enter through what appears to be the main entrance and follow a path.
And you arrive in a small glade.
Blake, immediately you notice that in this glade, It is ringed with all different kinds of trees. Trees that necessarily don't match with this climate. There are oaks, elms, eucalyptus, all kinds of trees. It's very odd that is not true throughout the rest of the forest. There is a podium made of rock upon which sits a beautiful root throne, and an elderly man sits on it with his head in his hands. He looks exhausted.
Hello?
The elderly man looks up. Hello. And he stands, and you realize that he has flowers strewn throughout his long white hair.
Oh my gosh, that is such a pretty look. How do you achieve that? Because I have to spend hours on these curls every morning. I was just wondering, like, how do you weave the flowers in? That's so pretty. I'd love to be able to do that.
After many years, the forest becomes me.
And it does become you. It's beautiful. Hi, we're here for the meeting.
He looks at you confused for a moment. Indeed. Are you a member of the Emerald Enclave?
Well, not yet, but we got invited and we sure like to be.
He stretches out his hand. Hello, my name is Autumnreaver Arnett Greysoother. Autumnreaver is my title of the Emerald Enclave. I am leading an investigation here in Neverwinter Wood.
Investigation into what?
There has been darkness here, growing. We are yet to discover what's happened. I've sent out several members of our enclave, and unfortunately they have all turned up blank. They have found no information.
Okay.
But they've like returned and they're still alive.
They have returned, exhausted. And he points just beyond the trees, and you can see that there's a kind of a small set of tents, and you can see, much like him, there are a number of people there who look very exhausted. Perhaps you will have more luck. The creatures are going feral. There is darkness in a wood that was once beautiful. We are hoping to discover the cause.
Is this like an initiation sort of thing?
Are we getting hazed or is this?
I wish it were true, but unfortunately, the wood is being cursed. If you head out, and he points down a kind of a very small winding path, see what you can discover. It may be quite scary to head in certain sections of the forest for someone like you as another druid. He gestures to you, Flick.
Okay.
I'm sorry, are we missing something? Why would this be scarier for a druid than it would for Flick's really badass?
Flick blushes.
We have a connection to nature. There is a sickness within this forest that creeps within our very souls. Hopefully it doesn't infect you.
I've seen some pretty sick forests before, so I think I'll be okay.
Then I should let you go. Stay safe. Anything you find, return to us.
Okay.
Can you like point us in a direction? Like,
He's going to point, like he already did, to the winding path.
oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was so distracted by your hair.
He'd like to step closer towards you, Flick, and place a hand on your arm. Please watch out for your friend.
We watch out for each other.
I sort of take your hand and we start going into the forest.
And you begin to travel into the forest. As you begin to move, it is quite beautiful. Sun streams in from the canopy above. You can hear birds. You spy a number of small creatures, rabbits, squirrels passing around. The bird song is almost tuneful as you walk through. After traveling for about 20 minutes, the canopy begins to get thicker and less light begins to come through. Flick, can you roll me a nature check?
-1 is 13.
You have a -1 to nature?
It's an intelligence-based, not a wisdom-based
And it's
check.
not something you're automatically proficient in wildly.
Fair enough. So you...
Scrubs out all the nature checks had planned.
It's okay. You just know nothing. You begin to feel in your gut that something is not right here. There's like a tension. You're nervous as you continue to move forward. Clarrybelle, you don't notice this at first, but you do notice that some of the trees that were beautiful, vibrant greens and brown trunks and really, really healthy are starting to get brittle and black.
I pull out my maul.
Lovely. What are your passive perceptions?
13.
16. Wait. 17.
Ooh.
I didn't update that.
You both notice following you on either side are black figures. You spy them out the corner of your eye, and you're pretty confident that they're not entirely corporeal.
I stopped to tie my shoe.
I also stopped to tie my shoe.
Excellent.
Hey, do you see the shadow people? Yeah, I see them. What should we do about the shadow people? I mean, we were told to look for dark creatures. They also told us if we find anything, we should come back. Okay. Does this count as finding something? I think so. Oh, I mean, something found us.
Something flies behind you, moaning.
I whip around with my maul to see if I can see it.
You turn around and you look behind you. There's nothing behind you, but the path is gone.
Flick, I don't mean to rain on an already gloomy situation, but the path is missing.
Great. Okay.
Do we still see the creatures?
Yes.
Excuse me, did you take our path away?
Cast guidance.
You hear as the shadowy figures disappear and rush away from you.
All right, write that down. Say that next time we see them, because apparently...
Hang on, let me give it a go.
Oh, no. I meant like... No, that's just primordial. I meant say what you said, like ask them a direct question. That seems to frighten them away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I'll remember that.
Okay.
Do we think would be useful for the future?
Let's save that.
Okay.
I think that's diplomacy.
All right, great.
Should we keep going the same way?
I guess I got a little turned around. I'll be honest, I don't exactly know which way we were going.
All right. Are we trying to go the way the date towards danger or away from it now?
I think towards.
I'm going to walk in a bit of a spiral and see which direction I feel more nervous in.
Roll a survival check.
8.
You find one way that makes you feel more nervous than the other ways.
I go that way.
Lovely.
I follow.
You continue to walk towards the nerves. Now, Clarrybelle, you start to feel it more strongly within you. It's not the same kind of unease that Flick is feeling through her connections to the forest, but you're noticing that things are not right. There's a silence and a denseness to this forest that wasn't there before. As you continue going, who is taking the lead here? Is it you, Flick?
I was just about to say I grabbed Clarrybelle's hand. So like a little bit in front of Clarrybelle, I think, because I'm sort of leading the way, but like basically next to each other.
As you walk along, you begin to hear at your feet. You look down. You're standing in the middle of some kind of sticky swamp.
Is this everything that we've been taught in our childhood? Is this quicksand?
Can you roll a nature check?
Oh, God.
No. 4?
You don't see any sand,
Incredible.
but as you pause to look, you do feel yourself slowly sinking into the ground.
I look and see if there's anything I can like reach out and grab.
Roll a perception check.
Oh, God. 8.
You do not see anything that you can hold immediately near you. You have little arms, unfortunately. Yes, Flick.
I belly flop.
Okay.
I get my surface area as wide as possible, and I see if that helps.
Beautiful. When you say you belly flop, does that mean face first?
Yeah. Instincts.
Jess.
Okay, you spread yourself out. You are sinking slower, but you are still sinking.
I don't know how to describe this in a audio form.
You start to wriggle.
Starfish crawl.
Starfish crawl face down. Which direction are you aiming to crawl?
To the side.
Okay, to what you believe the side is.
Sure.
Fantastic. Can you roll a survival check?
With a +5. That is a 7.
Okay, you begin to move to the side, but as you move, you are slowly sinking.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Clarrybelle, it's about up to your, mid-calf.
Okay. Can I see where the ground looks more solid, or is it all the same consistency?
Roll a perception check.
10.
You can see where the tree line starts to thicken.
Okay.
And you would assume that's where it begins to get more solid.
All right. How far away is that?
It's about 30 feet away.
Okay. I would like to take out my rope and tie it to one of my javelins and try and stick the javelin into one of the trees.
Beautiful. Can you
while
make an attack?
holding on to the other end of the rope.
Yes, lovely. Can you make an attack roll, please?
Yes, finally. Okay. Yeah. That's a 22.
Fantastic. It's stuck, and you have the other end of the rope. Flick, before we do anything, can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Yes.
6.
Okay. You are slowly sinking, and every breathable orifice is currently filled with muck. It goes up your nose, it goes in your mouth, and you start to choke.
Great. Thank you.
All right. So Flick was holding my hand before she belly flopped. So I'm gonna just grab whatever part of Flick is potentially still sticking up in the air, and then like using the rope as an anchor to pull Flick up. And then once we're both on the top, I'll start pulling us through. But right now I'm like anchoring on the rope and just lifting.
Can you make an athletics check?
Yes. Come on, baby. That's gonna be a 12.
Okay. You do begin to pull Flick out, and so Flick now has her mouth out.
Okay.
But using the effort to pull Flick out, you've started to sink yourself further down.
Yeah.
As the muck around you moves, you begin to notice some things rising to the top.
Flick, I think we're in some real trouble here. If you have a way to like get yourself not in here, that'd be good.
I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip on the same tree and attempt to pull at least myself towards it, if not both of us.
What's the range on Thorn Whip?
30 feet.
Okay. I'll allow it. You are tied around and you begin to pull yourself in. Okay. Can you make an athletics check, please? Are you doing the same, Clarrybelle?
Yeah.
Can you also make an athletics check?
Oh, come on, baby.
Yes, please.
There we go, 17.
I don't think I rolled over a 10 this session. And that's a -1, so that's 2.
Okay. You begin to pull yourself forward, Clarrybelle. I assume you're still holding on to Flick, or are you releasing Flick now that Flick has Thorn Whipped?
I think if Flick has Thorn Whipped, I'm going to be using both hands to get myself out because my logic is the quicker I can get myself out, it's going to be easier to help pull Flick up from solid land than it is trying to get us both out stuck in the mud.
Beautiful. Okay, so you pull yourself forward
Yep.
and you manage to escape.
Okay.
As you turn around and look at Flick, Flick is no further and more objects are starting to rise up out of the muck. You notice that these things don't appear living. They are just bones.
Good.
Fun.
Excellent.
The second I'm on land, I'm grabbing onto the other end of the Thorn Whip and I'm tugging.
Beautiful. Can you make me an athletics check?
Yeah. Come on, baby. 16.
Beautiful. Can you make me a history check with advantage, please?
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Question.
9.
Question about Thorn Whip, just
Yeah.
quickly. How long does that last for?
What does it say?
Instantaneous?
Oh, as in it's like a whip.
I think, like, it can pull things towards you. So I figure if I do it on a static object, like, I can have a second. So I think I got that one attempt. And then it probably disappears again.
What level is Thorn Whip?
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
Okay, great. Don't at me, people. I'm going to allow you to use it for this purpose.
Okay.
You look at the bones. They are not alive. They are not moving.
Okay.
But there is something about them that is vaguely familiar to you.
I don't like that at all.
And you pull Flick in towards you. And Flick arrives safely on the other end of the muck.
All right, so the lesson here is we need to watch our feet.
Yeah, I think we need to get away from this area as a whole.
Yeah, do you notice anything funky about those bones?
I look at the bones. Are the bones funky?
Can you roll,
Probably not.
let's say, a nature check?
Crit.
Oh! It's above a 10. It's a 15.
Okay. You look at the bones. This is not your area of expertise. They are a large creature. You think that this might be the bones of a troll.
Clarrybelle?
Yeah.
I think these are troll bones.
Clarrybelle's eyes just widen. I know we've already left the mud. Is there any way to fish one out?
You have your rope on you if you want to try
I'd
that.
like to try and fish out a bone.
Can you roll a ranged attack?
Yeah.
You still have guidance.
Oh, yeah. That's a D4, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So that's 8 plus 5 is 13 plus 3 is 16.
Okay. I'm going to allow you to fish out one of the smaller, quote unquote, it's still a troll, bones. So it's like a rib, probably.
Oh, that's so exciting.
This rib is about your size. Is this something you want to carry with you?
I want to investigate it and see if there's any like weapon scrapes or marks on it. Like, was it felled or did it just like, I mean, I know that's probably very impossible to tell and it's going to be like a crazy disadvantage, but just like anything I can glean from
You can
this.
roll a nature or a medicine check.
May I also do this?
Before Miriam rolls, you could aid,
I will aid.
which will allow an advantage.
Yeah.
Let's take medicine for a dirty 20.
Okay. You look. You don't see any marks on this particular bone. It's entirely possible that this troll did what you did and just walked and fell into the mud. It's very clean, very well preserved, but it's been in mud, so who knows what's been happening down there. What else did you want to know, or is that about as much as you were looking for?
I think that's probably as much as I'm going to be able to get from a bone. Yeah, I'll just sort of take the time to look at it, take the time to sort of feel that excitement. And then I think I just want to sit with it, like not burning a rage, but just like communing with my ancestral guardians and just sort of being like, we're on the right track. I may be able to do this thing that I've promised that I'm going to do.
The forest bears down upon you, but you feel a sense of elation inside you as this is the closest you've ever been to a troll or finding a troll. As next to you, black goop comes out of Flick, smack in the ear, out of the clothes, out of the boots.
Excellent.
I think I like shake myself out of it and turn and go, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Do you need a tissue? I got a handkerchief somewhere.
I'm okay. I got it. I imagine there may be more dirt on this adventure.
I would say so. Yeah.
I'm good.
We've had a pretty good history with ruining clothing and yeah. I've lost some good dresses to our journey.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
You continue onwards and you walk through the trees as they get more and more dense and it gets darker and darker. And then the sound of bird song that was once there has been replaced by a new song, which is coming from you, Flick.
Huh?
A song that you're familiar with that emanates from the orb within your possession.
Slightly muffled by the
Slightly
box it is in. I sort of take one of the jackets that's in my bag and put it on top to try to muffle the sound a bit more.
Okay. There are small gaps around the door of your locked box, and you can see that some light is beginning to emanate out.
Blue light?
Blue light, correct.
I stop for a sec and I spin around and I see if the light goes off when I'm facing a certain direction or anything like that.
It does not, but your coat or cloak is sufficient to cover it if you want to
Excellent.
kind of ignore it.
I'm going to try to ignore it.
Okay, not a problem. You cover it, the light disappears from your view, and the sound is quite muffled being in a box and underneath the cloak and in your bag, I assume. Mm-hmm. So there's just this happening in the background.
I've got the key on a like thing around my neck. I'm going to take it off of that and just have it in my hand. Nervously play with it. This is fine.
Totally fine.
I think as the music starts emanating a little bit, I'd just like to be keeping a closer eye on our surroundings. Very sort of keenly watching to see if any more creepy shadow men or any more swamps or any more just shenanigans are going to pop up.
Okay. You continue to walk, and there's a shift around you. You feel like you've been walking for a while in this repeated dense forest, but as the orb starts to sing, there's a flow to the trees, like they are leading you down a path. There's no path on the ground, but you're like, okay, I think I know where to go. And the tension that's in your chest starts to ease slightly. Flick. Clarrybelle,
Yeah.
you hear, and only you, footsteps running from your right, approaching not you, but running in front of you.
I immediately try and clock who's making them.
Okay, you look and you see a small halfling figure running. A woman.
Hello?
Flick. You hear Clarrybelle call out into the trees, but you don't see what she's calling out to. Clarrybelle, the halfling figure runs directly in front of you about 20 feet and turns to look at you, tears streaming down her face. It's Daisy. And Daisy runs in front of you.
Sprinting.
Okay.
Like, I'm immediately just like, I call her name and I run after her.
Clarrybelle yells out.
Daisy! Daisy! And I'm running.
And begins to sprint ahead in an attempt to follow her. Flick, what do you do?
Clarrybelle, there are no daisies.
Clarrybelle!
And I'm sort of running after her.
Okay, beautiful. You run ahead and you kind of turn because she's run directly in front of you. You turn to the left. There is nobody and nothing. There are no footprints on the ground. Nothing.
Are you okay?
I thought I saw, and I think I start tearing up a little bit. I think something's playing tricks on us in here.
It's okay. I'm here. I'm real. We just gotta stick together.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry. I really thought I saw something there.
It's okay.
Okay.
Do you want to hold hands again?
That might be a good idea.
Okay.
So that if I run off like a mad person.
I'm dragged along with you.
Yeah.
And that's our relationship.
And you continue onward following this path. As you travel along for another half hour, 45 minutes.
I think as we're traveling, the image that I saw, I want to try and like go back through my memories of Daisy and be like, was that an image of Daisy that that's been pulled from me?
Yep.
Or is that something that someone else is projecting? Like, is it different or is it like a direct, like they've looked at my memory and picked an image of Daisy and been able to use that?
Roll a history check.
That's an 18.
You've seen Daisy cry.
Yeah.
But that particular image of Daisy running in front of you and running from you in tears is not something that you can specifically recall.
Yeah.
You feel like it's something that you would remember.
Yeah.
But it's something that doesn't ring any bells.
Yeah.
Any Clarrybelles.
Yeah. I think Clarrybelle is all over the place right now.
I'm really sorry. I can see how upset that Clarrybelle joke has made you, Jess.
So disappointed in you.
Did you hear it, Miriam, or were you so in character you missed it?
I'm out of it right now, Nathan.
Okay, never mind. Are you okay? Miriam, would you let me give you a moment?
No, I'm good now.
30 to 45 minutes, and you see something in front of you. You both see this. Stone walls in a ring, broken down and old, centered around something in the middle. It seems quite a distance off, but the path leads you directly to it, or the trees lead you directly to it.
Is the orb still doing the thing?
Do you continue to walk towards it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, the orb is still making its noise. And then the orb, or whatever is around there, begins to heat up. You can feel this heat coming from your pack, from your cloak, from the lockbox, from the orb. Your hand slips from Clarrybelle's grasp as the ground beneath your feet swells. Flick. And you begin to grow upwards. Not you, sorry. The ground begins to... You begin to go upwards.
I'm like, I ate a little mushroom or something.
You begin to go upwards as the ground beneath you begins to grow. And you look around and you realize as you rise above the treetops that you are on your island.
Oh, good.
And you look out over the hill and you can see a small settlement of houses where you grew up and where your family lives, as the water rises up and slowly begins to crash into them and bring out, and the houses are gone. All around you, the island begins to get smaller and smaller as it sinks into the ocean, and you rise up on a pillar.
I'm fumbling. I'm trying to get the box out.
Okay.
What am I seeing while this is happening?
Clarrybelle, as you see this, Flick has let go of your hand suddenly and is reaching into the bag to grab the box. Do you go to unlock it?
I think I start to, like, she's crying So it takes a minute, like she's fumbling with it and she's shaking.
I'm going to try and grapple.
Oh,
So, like, grab
spicy
her,
girl.
like, get behind her, grab her hands, and just, like, lock her in.
okay. Can we make athletics versus athletics or acrobatics?
Come on, baby. Ooh.
15.
Oh, yeah, like 20.
Yeah, you would have had to roll low.
You are grappled and held from behind, but you still have the key in your hand and the box. You could unlock it.
And I'm just, Flick, are you okay? Flick, what's going on? I know I scared you before, but you're doing it back to me now, and I don't understand.
You hear from in front of you, further up a hill, the voice of your mother. Flick, are you there? I don't understand.
I hate you. I just need to take a second to say I hate you.
This is my favorite bit of D&D.
Oh, it's so good.
I am so shook. I need you to know that.
Yep.
I'm going to go to bed tonight and be like,
I think Flick's automatic response is to start struggling and trying to run towards that voice.
But you cannot break free of the grapple.
Yeah. I think she's just like screaming out for her mum, being like, I'm here.
Okay. Clarrybelle, you hear Flick screaming out, Mom, I'm here.
I've got her, and I'm just like rocking her back and forwards and just shh. It's okay. You're here. You're with me. It's okay.
As the ground beneath you begins to sink, you feel yourself rocking and being embraced as Clarrybelle's voice comes into your ear, and you are once again in Neverwinter Wood.
I think I just drop the box and I relax. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you can let me go now.
All right. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. I get it.
Okay. And I think I reach down and I pick up the box.
Careful, it's hot.
As you touch the box, from ahead of you, that ring of broken stone walls, you hear a whisper. Come.
That makes me not want to come. I don't know about you. That always, like, puts up the defense in me and goes, no, I was going to, but now I don't want to.
I mean, I think at the moment I'd have to agree with you on that one. Can I just take a minute to, like, look a little closer at what's ahead of us and see if I can see anything moving or...
Roll a perception check.
11.
You look ahead and all you see is a circle of stone walls that are fallen and broken. And there's something in the middle, something that looks like a door or a podium or like some kind of arched statue. You'd need to get closer to find out more.
I think the only way through this is forward right now. There's no path back to where we came.
Okay.
And I put the box in my pack this time. So it's like box with me, key with you.
Yeah.
So it's harder for us to... And then I'll reach out and I'll hold my hand out again.
Okay.
And we'll move forwards.
We're coming.
You walk towards the circle and you arrive at the entrance where once might have stood a large gate. Now stands only rubble with a small entrance through. The walls around you form a sizable circle, like what once might have been a 60 feet wide tower, but now there's only 6 to 8 feet of broken walls with gaps throughout, looking a bit like a Stonehenge kind of thing. In the middle, there's a door. The door is closed. As far as you can tell on the other side, it doesn't lead anywhere. But at the center of the door is a large keyhole.
Is this a familiar door?
This is not a familiar door.
Okay.
The style is very similar to a door that you've seen before, but this is much darker. Can you both roll a history check?
9.
12.
Flick, these images on the door that you didn't notice at first are similar to something you've seen before. There are markings that were on the body of Hamun.
Huh.
And from behind you, you hear a voice. Hello. It's not often we have visitors. Can you both roll initiative?
That'd be a 20.
Wow.
Flick?
12.
Clarrybelle, you get to go first.
All right. I spin around to see who's talking to us.
Standing behind you, maybe a little 10 feet, is somebody who looks similar to Hamoon, is wearing beautiful flowing red robes, head shaven, hands, neck and face covered in these deep blue and black tattoos of scrawling, similar to what you've just seen on the door. What do you do?
Are you here to hurt us? Because if you are, I'm going to have to stop you. And I'm going to move up to within 5 feet and like sort of plant in front of Flick and rage. But then I'm going to hold my attack until he does something.
Not a problem. Flick.
That's me.
That's you. What would you like to do? As Clarrybelle steps in front of you, this figure stands at the entrance to this ring.
Can I do a vibe check on this guy?
Sure, roll insight.
Oh, I have a lot of pluses to that. That makes it a 10.
Beautiful. Well, his staff is raised. He is smiling very creepily at you. There's this kind of blackness to his eyes as he stares you down. You feel uncomfortable. There's definitely a threat here, but he has not yet attacked you.
I'm just going to sort of not step out, but sort of peek from around Clarrybelle and be like, well, we're happy to be company. What's your name?
He's going to reach out and place his hand around your throat, Clarrybelle.
I would take that as violent action, so
Yes.
this
Yep.
is when I would swing.
Beautiful. Roll your attack.
Clarrybelle is going to use the new maul that she got given by Sildar at the end of last season, which now does 1d6 of fire damage. Yeah, let's make it reckless. Why not?
Why not, girl?
Why not? It's probably a good idea. Dirty 20?
Dirty 20 hits.
Yep, alrighty. Okay, so that's 10 bludgeoning and 3 fire damage. As my maul cracks into him and my ancestral guardians activate and the usual.
Beautiful.
Ancestral Guardians, activate.
As ancestral spirit not gnomes, spirit dwarves and goblin begin to harass him, your maul hits him and definitely has an impact on his shoulder, but he appears unfazed.
Oh, God.
As his hand on your neck, he says, "Speak not of what you have found here." And his hand will squeeze upon your neck.
Ooh.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Ooh, that's not a good one.
Oh, no.
I was like, Constitution. Ooh, 16.
Okay, you take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh, and that's not lessened.
Flick, you can see these kind of dark tendrils spreading across the throat.
Great.
From behind. Clarrybelle, it is now your turn. You are
gonna-
not considered grappled.
All right, I'm going to hit this boy again. Did he have to roll to hit me, or was that a spell?
It's a spell.
Okay, then I'm just going to reckless again. Oh, that was a good call, because one of those was a 1. That is instead a 24 to hit.
24 will definitely
Yeah.
hit.
All right, come on, baby. It's 3 1s on the damage die. So, so that's 6 points of bludgeoning and 1 point of fire damage.
Wow.
Yep.
Beautiful. And Flick,
So,
the hand wrapped around the throat. Dark tendrils spreading across Clarrybelle.
I cast Enlarge on Clarrybelle.
Yeah,
Spicy.
boy.
I think that'll get the hand out from around her neck.
Beautiful. Is that a touch spell?
That is, no, a range of 30 feet.
Okay, beautiful.
Incredible.
So you cast Enlarge as Clarrybelle grows up a size category.
So what does that give me?
+4 on damage dice. I think it's a D4 actually, now that I think
Okay.
about it.
Yeah.
And you are now medium.
Yes, so I would have a 30-foot movement speed instead of a 25.
Yep. You have
Great.
advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Yep.
Yeah. And I step back a few steps and look around and make sure there aren't any other enemies.
Okay, you look around and there are no other combatants at this time.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
You got this.
The man attempts to lift you up, Clarrybelle, but in your enlarged state, he is no longer able to do so.
Yeah.
But the tendrils on your neck that you don't see, but Flick does see, you can see this, feel this burning though, Clarrybelle. They begin to grow out as if these veins are bulging on your neck. Can you make another wisdom saving throw?
Why wisdom, Nathan?
I'm sorry.
It's an 8.
Okay, you take 20 points of necrotic damage.
Oi!
Glad it's you.
Yeah. I think I still have more than your hit point total. Yep.
And his hand begins to shake as he says, "You will not ruin what we have started here."
I don't even know what you've started here.
Clarrybelle, it's your turn.
Freaking hit this.
I love that it's just, and you're like, "I'm not going to walk away. It's okay."
I'm angry. It's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Yep, great. 11 points of bludgeoning and 5 points of fire, so 16 total. And then I'll take an attack of opportunity and move back 15 feet.
Okay, you break free of the hand around your
Yeah.
neck, and he is going to take an attack of opportunity against you.
Yeah, he would have advantage.
That's a 21 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
Beautiful. Okay, so you take 15 points
Of what kind of damage?
of, it'll be slashing damage.
Okay, so reduced to
7.
7. Great.
As you leave, his other hand that he wasn't grabbing you with
Yeah.
all of a sudden becomes this long claws that he slashes out at you across
great.
your chest.
Beautiful. That's my turn.
Beautiful flick.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna sort of walk around a little bit, so I'm flanking a little, so I'm sort of out of his direct line of sight. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Oh,
Good call.
Nice.
Get that radiant damage. Yes! Yeah! Is it good?
26.
definitely hits.
Yeah.
You're doing really well on the hitting. Nice high numbers.
11 points of whatever damage that is.
Radiant, and
probably.
he glows, giving the next attack against him advantage,
Yes,
I believe.
so I won't have to reckless.
Lovely. This bolt of energy cling, lights him up like a beacon, but his eyes are fixed upon his target, which is Clarrybelle, as he brings that clawed hand up and points his whole flat palm out.
Oh gosh.
Can you make a charisma saving throw?
No,
That's gonna be rough, guys.
Oh,
5.
Beautiful. You take 20 points of necrotic damage again, and you are frightened
Good
of
lord.
him.
So I can't move forwards.
So you cannot move forwards
Yep.
as the world around you becomes blurry, and all you can see is him in front of you. This
Yeah.
focus of your fear. Clarrybelle, what would you like to do as your heart pumps with fear for this
Yeah.
man in the red robes?
Okay, so I'm frightened, so I can't move towards him. Yeah, because I still don't want him attacking Flick, and as long as I hit him, it's annoying
Yeah.
for him to do that. So yeah, I'm just going to throw a javelin at him.
Make it happen.
I imagine that an 11 misses.
An 11 does
Yeah.
miss.
Okay. And then I am gonna stay where I am because I don't want to leave Flick out in the cold. But obviously, I can't move any closer.
Not a problem. Flick, your turn.
I really thought this was going to be an exploration day. I don't have healing spells.
Oh, that's great news.
I have a very weak healing spell over time. Because if I do that, I have to drop enlarge, and I don't love that for you.
Please do something.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm not doing well.
Yeah, great. Screw it. I'm going to move in front of Clarrybelle,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to cast Thunderwave and push him away from me.
Nice.
Call.
Get away, sir. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
That is a 26.
Yeah, it'll do it.
Why are we fighting this creature if it can con save 26?
Takes 1 point of damage. That was 2
Yikes.
halved for those playing at home. Wow.
We're rolling
cool.
great damage die, guys.
Cool.
And is he pushed back, or
No,
is that only on a
because
success?
because he succeeded. Still
He
there.
chills.
Okay, on his failure.
But I go away. Please.
Speak not, minion.
And he will grab his hands around your head.
Okay.
Can you make a charisma saving throw?
Okay. 13. Wait. Is this against magic?
Yes.
Advantage, baby. It made no difference. 14.
Okay, you take 8 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And you begin to become disoriented. You cannot control your movement,
Oh,
and you will need to roll a d4 to determine randomly where you'll be moving.
great. Love that.
This is great for us.
Clarrybelle.
Do I get any kind of secondary save against this frightened effect? Or is it just...
Yes, I'll allow that.
Okay. Would that be at the top or the bottom of my turn?
It probably would have been at the bottom of your turn. So
Okay, so this turn
Yeah,
and then
at the end of this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great. Okay.
in front of you, you see the hands wrapped around Clarrybelle's head as... Not Clarrybelle, Flick's head
head,
as
yeah.
she becomes confused.
I think Clarrybelle's obviously under the frying condition, so she's feeling terror a lot more than I think she ever has in the past. So I think she's going to make a weird little gamble here and pull out the box with the orb in and be like, this led us here.
Oh my god.
If this led us here, then aren't we meant to be here with you? And that's what she does.
I try to nod.
I'm on 15 hit points, guys. If I get hit by another of these necrotic spells, I'm down.
Yep.
Flick, what would you like to do?
Oh, and I'm going to try and save against this frightened effect. Ooh, with an 18.
You are no longer frightened.
Huzzah. Do I need to roll a d4?
Are you going to move?
I mean, no.
Okay, beautiful. Then you're fine. You can do whatever you want.
I can do whatever I want. Yay!
But if you were to move, you would not be able to move. You would not choose the direction.
Okay. Can I just confirm? Did we say that like everyone who came back was like confused or disorientated and didn't really know what had happened?
They were exhausted.
They're exhausted.
Not necessarily. You didn't go and ask anybody.
No, we
just
didn't.
left.
We didn't ask for gold. We didn't ask for healing potions. We didn't ask any questions.
The man had really pretty hair.
He did. And a very commanding presence.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
Cry. Okay. Because he keeps saying, like, speak not of what you found here and stuff like that. I have a funky feeling that, like, he's going to maybe try and make us either die or forget that we were here. So I'm going to use Druidcraft to, in my bag, make a red chrysanthemum appear.
Okay.
Red for the robe and chrysanthemum for necromancy. Because it's a funeral flower.
Okay.
Maybe may jog my memory.
Not a problem.
We'll see. And then I just sort of go, yeah, you should listen to her. We're meant to be here.
He pushes you aside if you allow him.
Well, I don't think I'm going to have much of a choice.
Well, he's going to walk past you, so you get an attack of opportunity.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Ooh, Kate. Really putting my life on the line here, Jess.
He's going to move forward and with one hand reach to grab the box from you. Clarrybelle.
Okay, well, look, I can't, it's not my turn in the initiative, it's his, so I can't do anything.
Well, are you just going to let him take it? Or is it going to be like a grapple? Like he's going to try and take an item
okay.
from you. It's going to be contested.
Go along.
That's with one hand. He's still got another hand.
Keep away.
Yeah.
So I'm just finding out what you're doing here first before he destroys you.
I'm so low and I can't do anything because my hits aren't affecting him very well. I think I'm giving him the box.
Yeah.
Okay. He takes the box from you.
Yeah.
And his hand reaches up towards your neck to grab again. And he pauses. And he goes down. He begins to cast something on the box to unlock the locked box. Clarrybelle, what would you like to do?
I mean, he's distracted. Should we run? What would I like to do? My rage has dropped also.
Okay.
Because I didn't get hit and I didn't hit in that last round.
That's okay.
So that's gone. We're friends of Hamoon. We think this is about the symphony. We're just looking for answers. please don't kill us. And I'm going to take my 25 feet of movement away from him.
Okay, you
Carefully.
move 25 feet away from him. Flick, what would you like to do?
Such a bad decision.
Here's where I'm at. Was he listening to that at all?
No.
Great. I am going to cast Entangle on him.
Yeah.
Let's do that first.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
I would please... Oh, you're not big anymore now.
Yeah, no, I've already marked that.
Great. Can I have a strength saving throw, please?
5.
Excellent.
He's a weak boy.
Great. He is restrained.
Okay.
I'm going to sprint up and try to grab the box away from him. Oh, God.
Beautiful. Would you like highs or lows, odds or evens? You can choose any of the 4.
Lows.
It's a natural 20. Okay, he has not dropped the box.
Literal opposite.
Even though he is... I mean, it's a good thing that wasn't an attack. He is still holding the box, even though he is entangled. Can you make a athletics or acrobat?
It's if she's taking it.
Athletics
it's
or a sleight of hand check
Oh, okay.
with advantage because he's entangled. That's what I'll say.
12.
He rolled exceptionally low. Mm-hmm. The box is out of his hand, but it is unlocked.
Okay. This is fine.
Okay, you have the box. He is entangled. You do still have some movement left.
Run.
Okay, beautiful.
away.
Can you roll a d4, please?
Oh, good.
yeah.
2.
Okay, beautiful. You run to your right.
Okay.
Your full movement.
Yeah.
25. Gone.
Great.
Okay. Can he break from entangle?
He
or is
can
just
make
stuck?
a strength saving... Use its action to make a strength check against my spell save.
What's your spell save?
15.
Okay, so he does break free, and he is going to raise his hand up and call down a bolt of blackness upon you, which will definitely hit.
Yep.
So you are going to take 20 points of necrotic damage as it cracks down upon you, and you feel fried holding this box.
Great.
Clarrybelle.
How injured is he looking?
He looks completely uninjured. You have definitely been hitting him.
Yeah. I've hit him like 3 times. You hit him with guiding.
His clothes are fine.
Yeah.
His face and body are fine. He looks completely undamaged.
I don't know what to do. Do I feel like he heard any of what I said earlier?
Absolutely not. He was like
Yeah.
rabid in his focus on the box.
Yeah. I think I just like hitting him, like all I can do is hit him, and hitting him wasn't doing anything
As far as you're aware.
as far as I'm aware. Screw it. I am going to run up to him and turn to Flick and yell run, and then I'm going to hit him.
Roll to hit.
And let's make it reckless. Oh, and I'm going to miss. That's 6 and a 5 on the die.
Okay. Did you bonus action rage?
Oh, no, I didn't, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Let's bonus action rage at the end of the turn, so that maybe if he doesn't use necrotic
If he just
damage,
slaps you.
if he just slaps me, I'll still be alive.
Okay, not a problem. Flick, it is your turn. What in your exploration spell kit do you have to deal with this particular situation?
Have an orb.
You do have an orb and it's worked for you before.
I am going to Misty Step
Nice.
next to Clarrybelle.
Okay, Flick appears up next to you, Clarrybelle.
Every time I try and sacrifice myself for you,
I know, right?
you mess it up.
It's fine. I'm like, hold on and don't let go. And I put my hand on the orb and I wait for my next turn, which may or may not come.
Okay, you have the orb.
Yeah.
He is going to reach out to touch you. Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
15. Wait. Is it against magic?
It is against magic.
Thank God.
16. Wait, no. No, that's more. That's an 18.
That is a success. So you only take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my god. I'm still up.
Clarrybelle, it's your turn as the wizard reaches out to grab your companion who has just appeared next to you.
Okay, so your instruction was hold on tight. Would that be an object interaction to hold on tight?
Like, yeah.
No, I would say that's a free action.
Yeah, okay, well then I'll hit first.
Yeah.
This time it can be reckless.
Whack! Hold.
Yeah, 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Come on, buddy. 8 bludgeoning and 4 fire. Oh, wait. Guys, I do rage damage.
Congratulations.
I haven't been adding that in the entire time. So there's 10 bludgeoning and 4 fire. And I don't know if you want to back damage anything. You don't have to, but I think I've hit 3 times before that. So it would be an additional 6 bludgeoning damage that I'd done over the course of the fight.
That initial 12 was all you needed.
What?
As you hit with your mace and the corporeal body disappears and drops out, leaving only a red robe. And we are out of initiative order. Flick, can you tell me what in your heart is being communicated to this orb? When you reach for the orb, what do you want it to do for you?
I was planning on it getting us out of here. Like I wanted to teleport far, far away.
Okay. Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Yep. 17.
Okay. That's a success. For now, how do you feel now that the wizard has disappeared? Are you calmed or are you still on high alert? Because you don't know what's going on.
I'm still on high alert, but I'm confused. I'm hesitating.
I would like to point out that because the wizard is down, I am not holding on to Flick right now. I'm walking towards the robe on the ground.
Okay. With that, blue flame consumes Flick. You see, Clarrybelle, this electricity crackling around the blue flame as there seems to be this fight between the bright blue flame magic coming from the orb and the darkness of where you are right now. This kind of purple clashes with the blue as Flick disappears, and you see something inside the robe begin to shift and move. And that's where we're going to call the session.
You've been listening to Best Left Forgotten. You can find and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Best Left Podcast and on our Best Left Forgotten Facebook page, where we post updates, info, and additional content. Music by Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. Full song list and additional artists can be found in the episode description. Cover art by Cattywampus, who can be found on Fiverr. Thanks to Jess Wolfendale, our editor, Miriam Feats, our social media manager, and Nathan Quadrio, our GM and producer. If you enjoyed our podcast today, please leave a review and tell your friends.